See, for Fino Payment, no, the margin recovery is expected to in next 1 or 2 years, and the CASA buildup is going to improve gradually. See, the fee income is the main income, and that is when no, you can see the double-digit growth, and new customers is slowly getting added here. Of course, strong customer acquisition trend may be there over the time, and digital initiatives the company is taking. So yes, I think this stock is good, but somehow no, you can wait for 1 or 2 quarter more, 1 quarter more, see the result this quarter, and then get into it. I'll still wait for 1 quarter is and then get in.
Tapan, is it a right time to invest in Anant Raj?
See, no, a lot of positive momentum was there earlier, but now from last few months, no, it is not there, and the reason is I think the results are not coming so great. Plus, no, lot of expectation is that the data centers will be in operation in coming time. So, but I think the margin recovery and all that will take time. Plus, no, if you see the residential part of that, it's having a strong counter. I think there also we can see a double-digit growth. A strong visibility is there, but still the stock is going down. I think he can wait for some time, and if possible, if it goes down 5-10%, I think he can add also. I think valuation is now reasonable. If he's a long-term player, he should wait for it.
Okay, let me go across to Tapan for this query. Tapan, your view with Bajel projects. Now, we've seen about 25% of correction in the last 6 months for this particular counter. Now, order wins, while that is there, what's the kind of outlook that we should be building in? Are you optimistic on this stock?
No, see, there's a lot of pressure on this stock, and if you see the EPC margins are under pressure, and the demand is also quite uneven. See, again, the working capital is quite stretched for this stock. Overall, the EPC margin recovery is expected, but it will take some time. Again, the appliances segment is getting stronger and stronger, but no, still it is not able to recover it at that level where it can move the needle. So I think still, I think a lot of work need to be done for this company. If we say execution, which is on a slower side, it should be much better. And market share gain, actually, it's at a lower level. I think they should gradually go up. Then only that things will move up. So I'm not too much positive on this stock. So for me, I think it's a avoid from my side.
Tapan, should he add more shares of Tata Motors? He already owns 4,000 shares at a price of 380.
No, I don't think so. The reason is no, still no, Tata Motors PE is struggling a lot. The reason is that Land Rover and Jaguar, that UK division is not doing well. The cyber attack is actually wiping off lot of their profitability, and still we don't know where it will go. I think one should wait for 1 or 2 quarter more. Of course, the domestic front is good. You can see that there the demand is there, but the problem is the UK group. And again, here if he wants to go, I think commercial vehicle is a better option compared to passenger vehicle. So I'll say that don't average at this level for PV. Wait for 1 or 2 quarter, then take a decision.
Next query is from Murthy from Karnataka. He has around 100 shares of Groww, bought at a price of 166. He wants to know, should he continue to hold this counter or sell or add more? Tapan, any view here?
See, I think the valuation is on a higher side. No, if you see the broking business are struggling, and again, if I compare with Angel Broking and Motilal, this stock is on valuation almost 40-50% on a higher side. Again, they are going to transfer to AMC business and mutual fund business, but that will take time. It will take even wealth management. It will take 1 or 2 years more. So at this valuation, I think it's on a higher side. My suggestion will be that do not buy. I think if it comes up, you can sell also, and if it comes around 120, around 120, 130, I think that is a level one can think about getting it. नमस्कार दोस्तों, होप आपको सेशन अच्छा लग रहा है। अगर आप चाहते हो कि हम भी आपको हेल्प करें स्टॉक सिलेक्शन में, तो आप हमारी सर्विस ले सकते हैं। हम एक सेबी रजिस्टर्ड रिसर्च एनालिस्ट है, और आप www.catapan.in ये वेबसाइट में जाके देखिएगा। यहाँ हमने सब कुछ दिया हुआ है। अगर आप देखें तो एक पोर्टफोलियो बिल्डर कॉम्बो है, जहाँ हम लोग इक्विटी, म्यूचुअल फंड, ETF, IPO, SME IPO, बॉन्ड्स रिकमेंडेशन, बाय सेल रिकमेंडेशन, वीकली सेशंस होते हैं जो आपको हेल्प करते हैं आपका पूरा पोर्टफोलियो स्ट्रक्चर और प्रॉपर डायरेक्शन में, प्लस पोर्टफोलियो रिव्यू भी होता है। तो आप जरूर जाके देखिएगा। इवन आपको सिर्फ इक्विटी का चाहिए तो इक्विटी का भी पोर्टफोलियो अवेलेबल है। जो आप सिर्फ इक्विटी का चाहिए तो बेटर है आप एक बार जाके देखिए और समझिए। प्लस गाइज अगर आप चाहते हो कि आप हमारा नेक्स्ट सेशन अटेंड करें ऐसे सेक्टर रिकमेंडेशन और इवन स्टॉक पिकिंग एक्सरसाइज तो हम उसकी भी लिंक दे देंगे, वो क्लिक करके नेक्स्ट सेशन अटेंड कीजिएगा। चले डू सब्सक्राइब फॉर द नेक्स्ट वेबिनार। थैंक
The next query is coming in from Lokesh from Jaipur, and it's on Apar Industries. He has bought 1,000 shares of the company in 2022 at 685, then sold 500 shares at a higher level of 9,830, and currently he's holding 500 shares. So he wants to know the future outlook for Apar Industries. Tapan, any view on the future outlook of Apar Industries?
Yes, see, for upper industry, commodity softening will help them, to support the margins, and export pickup is gradually going to be there in next 1 or 2 years. Even if you see the working capital, is quite efficient now, improving gradually. Profit growth is expected to into mid-teens around. So international mix is actually improving. The stock has gone up a lot, and of course, the revenue is also doing good here. So yes, I'm quite positive on this stock. He is holding. I think he should keep it holding. And if you want to buy at a lower level, he can buy at this level. Buy at a lower level. Sorry.
Mali from Hyderabad is holding 3,000 shares of KPI Green, bought at a price of 605. Should he continue to hold, Tapan?
Hold and buy on dips.
Okay, the next query is regarding Paris Defense. The viewer is holding 130 shares at an average price of 697. Wants to understand whether he should continue to hold or sell this one. Tapan, your view?
Yeah, hold, and he can add it as it goes down also.
Okay, Sridhar has bought around 2,500 shares of IREDA at the levels of 165. Wants to understand whether he should continue to hold or take an exit on this one. He can hold it till the end of 2026. Tapan, your view?
Yeah, he can hold, but at upper level he can exit.
Jesse is holding about 35 shares of Deep Industries, and this is at the levels of 495 that we are seeing. Wants to understand whether he should continue to hold this one for a period of more than 2 years. Tapan, your view?
Yeah, hold, but with a stop loss. No, at upper level the valuation are stretched.
Lokesh from Hyderabad wants to know what is the best pick out of Max Healthcare, JSW Steel, and NSDL. Tapan?
Yeah, Max Healthcare, JSW Steel hold, and third one, sorry, I forgot.
NSDL, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, hold.
The next query is from Srinath. He's holding 60 shares of Juniper Hotels, bought at a price of 334. Should he average, hold, or sell, Tapan?
No, do not average, wait for 1 quarter. Currently you hold, but wait for 1 quarter, then only average.
Right, the next query is coming in from James from Hyderabad. He has 180 shares of Siemens India, bought at a price of 3,300. He wants to know, should he average this counter here more or just continue to hold the number of shares he has? Tapan, any view on Siemens?
Yeah, Siemens, no, actually it's correcting a lot, and hopefully, things will be better in next few quarters as the capex is going up. But I think the overall electrification segment also is going to go up from here. So yes, high margin service business. Hopefully, the share goes up, then the margin will improve for this company. My suggestion, yes, he can average it slowly and gradually in a SIP manner. I think maybe 1 or 2 quarter will be better from here.
Okay, so that's the view regarding Siemens that we have for you. But moving on to the next query, it's Jeevan Kumar who's writing to us from Hyderabad. He's holding 270 shares of IGL, and this is at a price of 431 that we are seeing. Wants to understand whether he should average at the current levels, considering that he wants to hold it for the next 3 to 5 years. Tapan, what would your view be?
Can you repeat the stock name?
IGI.
IGR. Okay, IGR, yes, I think he can hold the stock. And if you see the overall, the already run-uppers, he is there. And I think the margin improvement slowly and gradually will be there. Of course, the import competition remains and realization will be slowly and gradually improving, but it will take time. Maybe, I think, yes, I think he can hold it for now, and slowly and gradually he can buy at a lower levels.
Mahalakshmi from Hyderabad wants to know whether should she continue to hold on to the 320 shares that she has of Lodha Developers, bought at a price of 1,022, or should she shift to DLF? So Tapan, between DLF and Lodha, which is a better bet?
No, I think Lodha will also continue to do well. I think a double-digit growth will be there, and deleveraging targets is already there for this company. Of course, their pre-sales are also good, and if you see their strong visibility is there and large pipeline is there. So I'm positive on Lodha. So at this level, she can continue to hold. DLF is a good counter, but yes, Lodha she can continue to hold.
Okay, so hold is what we are seeing for both DLF and Lodha. So that's a view for the real estate space. But moving on, it's Rahul who's writing to us from Hyderabad. He's holding 1,400 shares of Ujjivan Small Finance Bank at the price of 47. Wants to understand whether he should buy more at the current levels. So his outlook is for the next 2 to 3 years. So Tapan, what would your view be?
Yeah, Ujjivan Small Finance Bank has done very well. If you see the net interest margin has gone up, and again as the interest rate going down, I think no, they will be benefited. Of course, the stock has run up a lot, so I'll not tell you to add now, but at every level you can add it. And for long term, I think it's a good stock to hold. I think management commentary is positive, so I'm quite bullish on this stock for a long term.
Moving on to the next query is about Elecon Engineering. Now, the viewer wants to know that he's bought 60 shares and he's bullish on the long-term picture of this considering the valuations. Wants to understand whether he should add at the current levels or continue to hold it. So, Tapan, what would your view be for Elecon Engineering?
Even I'm quite bullish on this stock now. If you see the execution pace is improving slowly and gradually, and as the commodity softens, their margins is going to go up. The profitability will be there around mid-teens and all that. And here also they have a good strong order book also, so that is not a problem. Export contribution is also improving. So yes, he can add at this level even at a lower levels and stay for long term.
Okay, so that's with Welspun Living. But moving on, now the next query is from Joseph Victor. He's bought 427 shares of Tejas Networks. He's holding it for a period of 3 years, wants to understand whether he should continue to hold or sell this one. He's currently making a profit of around 1.6 lakhs. So, Tapan, considering that he wants to hold it for a long-term picture, what would your view be?
I'm not too much positive on this stock for the long term, and if you see there are a lot of execution delays there. Again, high dependence is there on the government projects also. So profit is missed actually last few quarters also. No, the profitability was not on a better side. So I think yes, if he wants, there are better counters available. I think he can sell at this level, and because he is in profit, I'm not too much bullish on this stock.
I'll just state his query. He holds about 73 shares of Olectra Green at the levels of 1842. He's currently facing a loss of about 47,000 on this counter. Not sure whether it's a fundamental view that he was aiming for, but let me take this with Tapan. Tapan, what would your view be?
I think he can hold it for a little bit longer. Things will be settling down for this stock over the time, and the management is quite positive. And they are saying the execution will be there much better in next few quarters, and I think the demand will be there. So yes, I'm positive on this stock, so we can hold this stock.
The next query is coming in from Siva, and it's on Shilpa Medicare. He has close to 1,180 shares bought at a price of 395. He's sitting on a loss of 75,000. At this moment. Tapan, any view, should he just book losses or continue to hold this counter?
No, I think you can hold the counter because API demand recovery is going to be there. Again, the oncology portfolio is going to scale up in future. Of course, the R&D expense is actually impacting the stock, and the PAT margin improvement is there slowly and gradually. But I think because the long-term CDMO growth is, I think this is the stock now he can hold for a little bit longer. I think things will be settling down for this stock over the time.
Okay, so that's with regards to Shilpa Medicare is what we are seeing. Medicare is what we are looking at. Moving on to the next one is from Rajan Iyer. He's a retired banker and he wants to have his question regarding ITC Hotels. He's holding 1,500 shares at the levels of 170. He wants to understand the 2-year perspective on this one. So, Tapan, what would your view be for ITC Hotels? Are you positive on this?
Yeah, I'm quite positive on ITC Hotels because if you say average revenue per room is almost moving towards double-digit growth, occupancy improvement is almost 75 to 80%, and the margin expansion is going to come gradually. Of course, their expansion is quite big, and you know that now the tourism is going up. So yes, I'm quite positive in this stock. So he can there be for long term. I think this stock may give a better return from here.
The next query is coming in from Harish. He is holding few shares of Yes Bank at a price of 1870. Tapan, should he continue to hold?
Yes, he can. No, because the management changes happen, and I think that is positive for the stock. And they are telling that now net interest margin is going to be stabilized, and they have a CASA ratio targeted much higher. I think they are working on it. So loan growth is expected to be the better from here as the economy goes up. And I think the worst time is behind for Yes Bank. So yes, he should hold it, and at a lower level he can buy also.
The next query is from K. Guru, who's writing to us from Chennai. He wants to understand whether he should accumulate City Union Bank, Karur Vyasa, or Tamil Mercantile for a period of 2 years. So he wants a suggestion between these three banks that we are looking at. Tapan, what would your view be? Which is the better pick?
See, I'm quite positive in two banks, that is City Union Bank and Karur Vysya Bank. Karur Vysya, because the way they have given the performance, and I think the management is quite positive for the near term. Even City Union Bank, the PSU banks and all that is actually doing well, and the margin expansion will be there. Plus, the credit growth will be at a double digit. So I think I'm positive in Karur Vysya and Citibank.
Tapan, any view on Crompton Consumer?
Yeah, the stock has gone down a lot, but I think the outlook from here will be much, much better. And if you see, the seasonal normalization is going to be there now onwards. B2B orders is increasing in the double digit. The only thing was the working capital cycle is stretched. Ad spend is increasing, which is bringing down the margins. But I think from here, I think as the stock come down a lot, I think the valuation is also okay. So he can hold for 1 or 2 quarter more, and I think things will be better from here.
Now, this is from Michael. He's holding 1,000 shares of Cupid at a price of 100. Wants to understand whether he should continue to hold or sell this one. Tapan, your view?
Hold this stock.
Swapan is holding 200 shares of Canara Bank at the price of 45. Wants to understand whether he should continue to hold. Tapan, your view?
Hold and buy at dips.
Vinod wants to know whether should he continue to buy Abbott India at the current levels. Tapan, any view here?
Yeah, no, at a lower level he can buy, not at this level.
Apart from that, Teja from Hyderabad, he has Tata Capital that he got an IPO. Should he continue to hold, Tapan?
No, he can sell at a upper level. I think better counters are available.
Harish is holding shares of Welspun Specialty, bought at a price of 40.4. Should he continue to hold, Tapan?
Yeah, he can hold it.
Jaya from Bangalore is holding 100 shares of Senco Gold, bought at a price of 330 rupees. Should she average, sell or hold, Tapan?
She can hold, but when it goes down, she can average also.
Nishant wants to know whether he should continue to hold 100 shares of Tanla Platform, bought at a price of 784. Tapan, your view here?
Yes, please hold the stock.
Teja from Hyderabad wants to know whether should he buy BSC or CDSL, Tapan?
I think BSC is a better option.
Akhil Bakshi is holding 500 shares of Jio Finance at an average cost of 358, currently sitting at a loss of 18%. Tapan, should he continue to hold this counter?
Yeah, hold and he can average at this level.
Ram from Hyderabad wants to know whether is it a good time to buy JSW Infra for long term, Tapan?
Yeah, good level to enter. नमस्कार दोस्तों, होप आपको सेशन अच्छा लग रहा है। अगर आप चाहते हो कि हम भी आपको हेल्प करें स्टॉक सिलेक्शन में, तो आप हमारी सर्विस ले सकते हैं। हम एक सेबी रजिस्टर्ड रिसर्च एनालिस्ट है, और आप www.catapan.in ये वेबसाइट में जाके देखिएगा। यहाँ हमने सब कुछ दिया हुआ है। अगर आप देखें तो एक पोर्टफोलियो बिल्डर कॉम्बो है, जहाँ हम लोग इक्विटी, म्यूचुअल फंड, ETF, IPO, SME IPO, बॉन्ड्स रिकमेंडेशन, बाय सेल रिकमेंडेशन, वीकली सेशंस होते हैं जो आपको हेल्प करते हैं आपका पूरा पोर्टफोलियो स्ट्रक्चर और प्रॉपर डायरेक्शन में, प्लस पोर्टफोलियो रिव्यू भी होता है। तो आप जरूर जाके देखिएगा। इवन आपको सिर्फ इक्विटी का चाहिए तो इक्विटी का भी पोर्टफोलियो अवेलेबल है। जो आप सिर्फ इक्विटी का चाहिए तो बेटर है आप एक बार जाके देखिए और समझिए। प्लस गाइज, अगर आप चाहते हो कि आप हमारा नेक्स्ट सेशन अटेंड करें ऐसे सेक्टर रिकमेंडेशन और इवन स्टॉक पिकिंग एक्सरसाइज, तो हम उसकी भी लिंक दे देंगे। वो क्लिक करके नेक्स्ट सेशन अटेंड कीजिएगा। चले, डू सब्सक्राइब फॉर द नेक्स्ट वेबिनार। थैंक यू।
Investment in market securities is subject to market risk. Read all the documents carefully before investing.